Just wanted to come really quick to show you how to use our Limelight by ALCONE Botanical Foundation. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sharanda Perez, and I am a beauty guide with Limelight by ALCONE. So, first off, you always want to start with priming your face. We have a spray primer, which is this right here. If you don't have this, it's okay. You can use another type of primer. You just want to make sure that it's not silicone based because it doesn't work well with our foundation, and you want it to be able to look as smooth and natural as possible. So you always want to make sure you prime your face. Even if you're adding moisturizer to your face, that's still a form of priming your face, and that's just going to help fill in pores and just give your foundation a nice smooth base to start on. So the way that our foundation comes is in a little compact like this, and it looks like this. It's a wax-based foundation, so what that means is it actually needs to be warmed up, because when wax gets cool, it actually is very solid. So depending on how you like to apply your foundation, you can either use this with a brush, a sponge, or your fingers. Using your finger allows the product to really get nice and warmed up with your finger to be able to apply it to your face. But I'm going to show you today how to use it with my flat brush. And basically all I'm going to do is just go in with a little bit like that, because a little bit goes a long way. You see the product on there. This foundation is 50% pigmented, so you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to show you how I'm basically going to take it from out of the compact on my brush and then just warm it up on my skin this way. So I'm going to get closer in so you can actually see the product. And right now I'm just pressing it on my face. And as you can see, that little bit that I put in there is already starting to warm up and smooth out over my skin. So now I'm just going to brush that in, buff that in like that. And now I'm going to go in with a few taps more like this. And I'm going to start working that over my eyes, my forehead, and down my nose. Okay. And a little bit goes a long way. So depending on the type of coverage you're looking for, you'll be able to add more. If you want to thin this out to make it more of a liquid, so as you can see the difference so far in that, in this, I'm just going to go in a little bit more like that and dab that on this side of my face. But if you wanted to make this into a liquid, all you would have to do, or thin it out, is add a little bit of moisturizer or a little bit of face oil. And it really helps thin out the product and smooth it out on your face. I'm just going to press that in a little bit like that. And then just continue to buff that in. And the more you buff it in, the more it's going to warm up to your skin to give you a nice smooth application. And this foundation is meant to look just like your skin. It's not meant to look cakey. It's not going to settle in your fine lines and wrinkles, causing cakiness. It's not going to do that. I'm going to add just a little bit more because I feel like I have more on this side. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. And then I'm going to buff it all in. And no matter how much you choose to add, you're not going to become cakey. Unless you add like the whole thing. But as long as you're adding it and you're buffing it in, you don't have to worry about that. And it's just that easy. A lot of people are afraid when they hear the word wax-based foundation. It's just because they don't understand how to use it. But I want to show you that it's easy. And you see? Looks like I just have smooth skin, all one tone. And if you wanted to go in with concealer, you could. But I always suggest using your foundation first before your concealer, because your foundation, with this foundation being 50% pigmented, it will cover a lot. So you might not need concealer. But if you do need it, this is when you would add a little bit of your concealer just to conceal some spots that the foundation might not have covered. But like I said, it has to be really, really dark spots for the foundation to, really not cover so much. You would just have to use more and just layer it if you're trying to cover more. But that's where your concealer will come into play. But as you can see, the foundation covers pretty well. Okay, so I hope this was helpful. And until my next video, I will talk to you all soon. Again, my name is Sharanda Perez, and I am a lead beauty guide with Limelight by ALCONE. Bye.